Hey, what is up, guys? This is going to be my last video of the night because just don't really feel like sitting here talking anymore. I'm gonna probably do other stuff. So let's just get this video on the way. This is another one of those top 50 WWE Championship matches that WWE.com have come up with. I'm not gonna say it anymore because I've said it a bunch. And this is number 36, and it was The Rock defending the WWE champion, well, the WWE Undisputed Championship at that time against Brock Lesnar, and this match happened at Summerslam on August 25th, 2002. Um, to be honest with you, I actually think this was a good match. It was actually a good match. They call it Rock versus Brock. Um, my opinion, well, this is the only time that they've ever faced off. And I think the plan, and I kind of am hearing that they're planning on having them face off again, Rock and Brock 2. But I think one was actually pretty good. Um, you have Brock Lesnar at that time, a new superstar. Um, and he was taking out pretty much everybody. The Hardy Boys, which is Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, Rikishi, Mark Henry. He took out even the legendary Hulk Hogan. And he ended up winning the King of the Ring, beating Rob Van Dam in the finals. And then he took out Hulk Hogan. And he had him getting in the head of the Rock, making himself look strong. I thought that was awesome. Well, you have and then the next month at Vengeance, you have the Rock beat Kurt Angle and the Undertaker to win the Undisputed Championship at Vengeance. And you could have I actually think you could have asked for a good match. You know what I'm saying? These guys actually fit with each other. And I think and I think they wanted to do this soon. I think because I think the Rock was on the verge of leaving to do a movie, so I think they wanted to get him off that title off him. And I think Brock Lesnar. People say it was, well, actually, I'll get to that later. So we have the match though. And that match starts out, walks with the Rock coming out. He just runs down to the ring. He punches Brock Lesnar a couple times, and then he just kind of gets laid out with the backbreakers because he had injured ribs, I guess. So then he had backbreakers. He hit backbreakers. He hit scoop slams. He did everything that affected those ribs. And Paul Heyman got involved a couple times. He kicked him with the ribs on the outside, and Brock kind of went outside and clotheslined him, and he threw the Rock on the barricade to work over those ribs. Then Paul Heyman would choke him. Then eventually the Rock ended up coming back. He tried to come back, but Heyman ended up pulling him down. Then the Rock came back. He did the DDT to him. Went for the sharpshooter, but Heyman got involved with a chair, and he pulled him in the. Heyman got involved again. Then Rock got the sharpshooter in. Lesnar was about to tap out, but Heyman got involved, so the Rock bought him in the ring and with the chair. He attempted to give him the Rock bottom, but Lesnar ambushed him from behind, and the referee was trying to get Heyman out of the ring. Then Lesnar got the chair, hit the Rock with the ribs, then did the bear hug, and the Rock was about to pass out from it, but that was back when oh, hold on, I have a little weird noise in my ear. That was back when they used to put your hands down 3 times. If your hands touched the mat 3 times, you were out. Rock stayed alive. He fought out of it, and then Heyman distracted the referee again, but this time it cost Brock Lesnar. He low blowed Rock low blowed him. Did one of those big right hands outside the ring. There was one part of the match I will mention where I think I forgot to mention this, where Rock and Brock both did their kick-ups, so thought that was cool. Then the Rock tore down the announce table, and he was going to and he bounces Heyman's head off it because he got involved too much. The Rock ended up taking out Lesnar by throwing him into the post. Then he rock bottom Paul Heyman through the Spanish announcer's table. Then he got Lesnar in the ring, hit the rock bottom on him. Lesnar kicked out. Then Brock Lesnar hit the Brock bottom on the Rock. The Rock kicked out. Then the Rock hits the F5. No. The Rock hits that spinebuster, goes for the people's elbow. Brock Lesnar counters with a clothesline, goes for the F5. The Rock lands on his feet. He goes for the rock bottom. Brock Lesnar counters and then hits the F5 on Brock. Hits the F5 on the Rock and pins him and becomes the new undisputed champion. People say that now that this was too quick, that they should have waited longer. But I actually think this was the perfect time. He was taking out legends, Hulk Hogan and everything. I think it was a perfect time to put the title on him. And you can't really. I don't think that they could have put the IC title on him because it would be impossible to get it off him. I think the WWE Championship, it was the right time. I think he had that look, he had the muscle, and he just had that thing that you knew he was going to be a star. And I think they wanted to give it him as soon as they could, and they did just that. And now today Brock Lesnar, the ass kicker. And I think that kind of made Brock Lesnar, that match that kind of made Brock Lesnar a star now. He lately, because since then he went on to beat superstars like Undertaker, Kurt Angle, John Cena. Well, he was a rookie then, but still beat him. Chris Benoit, Triple H himself, and yeah, he went on to beat all those guys, and he did pretty well. And then he went on to the UFC, and no one thought he was going to make Brock Lesnar would make an impact there. And I think The Rock did the right thing to put him over. Once The Rock kind of did that, he kind of put Punk over, but he didn't do that. Miz, Truth actually, but Miz deserved it. But that didn't happen. But yeah, this match was actually really worth watching. It made Brock Lesnar look like an animal, the animal that he deserves to be. And last thing before I sign off, there was something I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, but this kind of was how the world title was created, because I guess I kind of watched it after that. Triple H was the #1 contender to the Undisputed Championship, but Brock Lesnar, I guess, didn't want to defend the championship on Raw because he was a SmackDown guy. He wants to stay on SmackDown, so he chose not to defend the championship. So that's kind of how the World Heavyweight Championship was created. And do I think it's pointless? And they still have that belt today. And I think it's kind of pointless to have it now because the Raw and SmackDown not split anymore. It's Raw Super Show, SmackDown Super Show. So I think they should split up the brands again. But, I think they have to have the world title because they have so many superstars there that they kind of have to have it. So that's just the way it is. But that's pretty much it, guys. Rock and Brock, good match. I think they're going to do it again, even though The Rock has his own TV show. Or he could be injured. One or the other. But yeah, whatever it is, I think he's gonna come back though. There's no way he's gonna be done. But I think they should do Rock and Brock too. But if they're gonna do that, they have to have Brock Lesnar beat Triple H at Extreme Rules tomorrow night, and I think that could happen. But that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.